Live on the internet. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Mateo. We're actually far apart today. I'm working from home. You're working from the office. We're both looking very casual Friday today.
I know somehow we coordinated our sweatshirts. I don't know, from afar. It's great. We got another great week coming up here at the cafe, and happy to check in with you on all this. It's Thursday, October 13th, which means it's Daryl Scott Day back at the cafe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Daryl has been coming to us for a few years now, and he's a fabulous songwriter with roots in the South, and he just is one of those people who can get up there with a guitar and his voice and his imagination and the force of his vision and just make magic on stage. Can't recommend him highly enough. We've had sort of like this songwriter's dream week this week. We just finished a couple days with Chris Mither and Tim O'Brien. Now we've got Daryl Scott. And then tomorrow, newcomer Dana Cooper. Yes. So yeah, that's he's Dana. So it's interesting. This whole week, whoops, that's my cat. Sorry about that. I knew that was going to happen. This whole week was booked a very long time ago. It was booked when almost nobody was on the road and they were just thinking about getting back on the road. And so in an ideal universe, I probably wouldn't have put all of these incredible kind of Southern inflected singer-songwriters on stage during the same week, because everybody who likes that stuff is going to absolutely want to see every single one of these shows. And that's a big ask, no matter how much you like music. And so, but they're all so A-list, and I just didn't want to pass up any of them. So I put them all on the same week. But Dana Cooper is just one of those ones who's, as they say, radio ready, which means fasten your seatbelt, because you're going to leave the show with a whole lot of earworms after Friday night.
Awesome.
Yep.
So Dana Cooper's Friday, 8 p.m., Daryl Scott tonight at 7 p.m., and then we move right into Saturday. We have a sellout alert for this show with Lucy Kaplansky.
Yeah.
Tickets are moving fast, so get on those ASAP.
Yeah, not too many left. Everybody knows Lucy Kaplansky. She's a singer-songwriter from New York City. She's been on our stage countless times and is got a beautiful voice, and she is a trained psychologist, and you feel like you've gone through the best therapy session of your life after you leave her show.
Trained psychologist, I love that. Okay, and then Sunday we got a double header. The Full Blown Blues Jam is here at 2 p.m.
Yeah. So we had an acoustic blues jam that ran for years under the guidance of the Saratoga Acoustic Blues Society, and Sonny Speed would always host it. And that ran for years on Wednesday nights once a month, very popular. But we decided to redo it a little bit because the numbers started to dwindle, and we're like, you know what, let's just switch it up and do something different. So we've moved to a Sunday afternoon, and there's going to be a house band. So you can get up and be backed by the house band if you would like to. You can bring acoustic guitars, electric guitars, other instruments if you prefer. But it's a way to take whatever you're working on and really hear it played like at a professional level on our stage as part of an open mic performance.
Awesome. And then Sunday night, the Folk Heritage Series returns with Tom Chapin. It's another sellout alert show.
Yeah, Tom Chapin is another legend. Probably more people know Harry Chapin, Tom's brother. Tom is, he does perform a few of Harry's songs and keeps that legacy alive. It's an incredibly musical family. Tom's daughters are also working musicians, but Tom is just one of those guys who's completely solid on his feet, has a beautiful vision of what a healthy and peaceful world looks like, is able to share it in songs and just make us feel relaxed and positive and ready to meet the challenges again.
Sounds like something we could all use a little bit of these days.
You bet.
And then we're out of our weekend. We're back into Monday, the best open mic in the land. 6:30 p.m. signups, 7 p.m. show starts. We've had 25 performers on the list, and it continues to grow and expand, and it's just a wonderful community of people.
Yep, it's a mix of students and professionals trying out new stuff, and people who just make music as a hobby. And they're also oftentimes storytellers or poets or comedians who will add a little something into the night too. So it's a great night out for a small donation at the door, or come and bring something that you're working on and share it with the crowd.
And then the return of Rockmont Record Club on Tuesday, the 18th. It's the second half. I think
you're uniquely qualified to talk about that, Mateo.
Yes. So it's the second half of the Beatles White Album. We had a sold out show for the first half last year, and every October is Beatles month for Rockmont Record Club. So come join us for the second half of that show. Chuck is my father in all clarity, but he does a great job walking you through albums just like I was a kid sitting on the couch in our family room telling me all the stories. So.
What a childhood. That sounds so great.
Yes, indeed. And then Wednesday, our Bluegrass Jam is back at 7 p.m. with Red Spruce.
Excellent.
It's a pretty nice week here at the cafe, and we got a few other things to talk about. The Chamber of Commerce has that pitch-in event coming up soon, right?
Yeah, it's actually gonna be on November 17th. So mark your calendar. There are 6 different nonprofit organizations have been selected by the Chamber of Commerce to pitch for volunteers at Putnam Place at 4:30 on November 17th. There will be refreshments and I think a little bit of music, and 6 organizations represented. You can pick any one of them to volunteer with. They're all worthy, but we do hope that you will sign up to volunteer at Caffe Lena. I know that Captain is one of them. I think maybe Saratoga Plan is one of them. It's like a real big variety of organizations that they selected, from human services to kind of activists to performing arts like ours. And it's just a neat event. The Chamber of Commerce in Saratoga really is going the mile to support the impact sector and all that we do to make Saratoga a great place to live.
So if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, they're available.
You bet.
And then, we had a pretty great story from the music school just yesterday about a little bit of wellness gained from participating in our music school classes. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna save some of the details on that story for later, but I will just say that what we are hearing over and over again from people who are coming to shows, volunteering, taking a music class, playing an open mic, is that it's like medicine for them. That they really get something out of the experience of making music part of their lives, being together with other people, sharing an experience. And I really think that part of the magic of it is that there's something asked of you also when you come to a show. And giving back and being generous is a really good way to heal yourself if you're struggling. And this is a time of year when the days are going to start shortening up, and a lot of people do start to get a little bit stressed this time of year. And so just those stories that we heard yesterday are just a reminder that there's so much happening here at Caffe Lena that you can jump into and be part of. When I say it's asking something of you, what I mean is that when you're in a room with live music that's as intimate as our space, you're being asked to participate in a listening experience. Give it your full attention. Put your phone away. Don't be chatting with your neighbor. Just be all ears for the stage. And you're asked to share a table with other people. You need to say hello and be nice and be welcoming to other people. And, all of this is a way of giving yourself back to the community and putting a little extra energy into it. So I would just encourage you to think about that, and to know that we're here providing something that probably make you feel really good.
Yes. Oh, wow. All right. And lovely to hear. And the annual fund, our drive is coming up. We have a bunch of different ways to get involved and stuff. And I know you wanted to speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, so the annual fund drive, again, that's going to also start in about a month. And you'll get, something in your inbox. If you're on our mailing list, you will, or get something in the mail. And we're asking you to make a donation that's comfortable for you, to help keep the general operating fund of Caffe Lena strong, so that we can keep all of this diverse programming going. And, not just the stuff that brings in revenue, but the stuff that we do that's charitable also. That all depends on the generosity of our community to keep it going. And it's all really unique, and that's how it gets funded. So one thing that probably any of you who are over the age of 70, if you haven't already done it this year and you have an IRA, you're probably in the next few weeks or months going to be taking your required annual distribution from your IRA. And if you do that as a qualified charitable deduction, or what they call a QCD, and donate that to a nonprofit, then you don't have to pay the taxes on it. So it's something that can benefit you if you're having to withdraw money from your IRA, so that you don't have to pay the taxes, and so that you can make the things that you want to see happen in the world happen. So please consider Caffe Lena if you are looking at doing a QCD for 2022.
Awesome. We did it in about 13 minutes today. We're getting better.
Oh boy. Yep. We try not to take up too much of your time, but we're really excited about the work that we do. And we love to engage with all of you about it. So the best way to engage with you is to see you come walking over the threshold. And I hope that you do that this weekend.
That's right. And tickets and more information on all this stuff at caffelena.org. And we will see you next week.
All right. And I'll see you probably later today, Mateo.
Yes. See you later.
Barbara says,